Hey everybody, I'm Eric, that's John. This is lake effect snow on our Tuesday. We just showed this on air a couple of minutes ago. You couldn't see anything.
No, it's amazing. This has been a kind of a fun day. It began early this morning when it was still dark, and I heard a plow outside, you know, the rumbling noise, and I get up and I look, and it's not snowing, but it's that ice that you warned us about. And then I looked at the radar and said, oh boy, there's a band coming down, and it was nice to see snow again.
It was kind of cool to see this just 15 minutes ago.
Oh, this is incredible.
The visibility was down under half a mile. I mean, you could not see Lake Ontario just right out there, but you know, this is how our late afternoon and evening is going to go. We're going to go in and out of this. We'll show you a couple of other shots: Geneva, Batavia, Victor, and Williamsville. And this is what lake effect does. Some areas it's doing literally nothing. Others have some wet roadways around here.
Yeah, I believe we saw this yesterday at this time, and I don't think we saw any snow on the ground in Victor. Certainly don't see hardly any in Geneva.
So this is fresh. You know,
this is fresh, and we
did
see it in Batavia, but they've gotten more since.
Looks like they got a bit more.
And it's been a case of the have and have-nots. I mean, some people got nothing today.
Well, I mean, look at Geneva. That's all grass pretty much exposed.
That's pretty much what we saw yesterday.
Roughly. Yeah, I think so. So heading out here for the drive home for the next couple of hours through tonight. The snow shower action, we're going to take you on a radar tour here in a minute. While limited, this is the big one for me. We're near freezing right now, so a lot of what is falling is melting. Same deal as these last couple of nights. We're going to go back below freezing, so there will be some refreezing issues on a limited basis, secondary roadways, bridges, and overpasses. You know the gist. You know,
I'm fascinated by these snow bands because if you look at your radar on your News 8 app, this is what you see. You just see
barely anything.
It almost looks like ground clutter, but indeed there are areas that are getting snow, and the radar just does not reflect
So, and here's the issue with this. If you notice, you step outside, a lot of these snowflakes, they are teeny tiny. They're small stuff. So the radar has a hard time with that, and they're also very shallow in the atmosphere. Our radar is coming from right about here in Buffalo, and it's going up at an angle. So by the time it gets to, you know, northern parts of Orleans County and Monroe County, it's several thousand feet up there, and it's overshooting the snow band. So your radar is really not all that helpful. With that being said, where you do see the splotches of green, you can bet it is snowing. If it's enough to pick it up, you know it's coming down pretty decent. So this is right along the shoreline here of Orleans County. There's Murray, there's Kendall. We've got some snow showing up there. Northwest Monroe County, you've got Sandy Harbor Beach, Hamlin, all the way toward Parma. Really, even through Rochester, we've seen this off and on through the last couple of hours. But like you said, John, so you're going to pull your app up with our radar, and you would think this whole stretch here through the Finger Lakes, it's not snowing.
Right.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Probably is.
Yeah, little light, minuscule flakes, but it's
not a big problem.
No.
Yeah, but it's snowing.
For some, if you don't like it, it's a nuisance snow. For others,
that's a good word for
it's allowing for some nice winter scenery when we've kind of been desperate for it.
Yeah,
really
since
have been. Winter started. For
now,
that
this
matter.
would be nice. This is a potent low wrapping itself up just north of Dallas, Texas. If it took this track, you know, maybe that could be some fun for us.
Yeah.
It's not going to take that track.
Big nothing burger
here. It's going to go like this. It's going the wrong way. So we'll miss the boat on that. I will say, though, I think as we go about the next 24 or so hours, this wind flow out of the northwest, even more northerly overnight tonight, doesn't quite break down, which means I still think we've got some of these snow showers. And on a limited basis, could you get a spot that wakes up tomorrow morning to a fresh inch? Yeah, sure. There could be one or two places with that. Most of you obviously won't do that. I think the bigger thing for us tomorrow is we're advertising some sunshine beginning tomorrow afternoon. Lake effect flow is not broken down. This makes me nervous that we're still seeing that northerly flow at 3 o'clock. Ain't going to happen, the sunshine along the lakeshore here. The model says it will. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You're still going to have enough of that lake influence for clouds and some flurries that the sun will be limited tomorrow.
Are you telling me I won't be able to procure a sunrise shot? It's been a while since I've gotten one.
I think it's going to be tough for you to do that. I think but you're good at this. You're going to have to seek it out. It's not going to find you.
I don't want to do a whole lot of driving tomorrow.
That's going to be the catch here. So I do think we get some partial sun here in a few spots tomorrow, but be very cautious about this notion that you're going to see a whole lot of blue sky. We got to get these blue north arrows to go away. Look at what happens here as we go into Thursday. That's what'll do it.
Yeah.
So I think Thursday's the better opportunity for some sunshine here. So if you're trying to go out and get a suntan, I know you want to just lay out for a few days and get some color. Thursday's probably the best day to do it, but both Wednesday and Friday offer at least some chance for that to happen. Looking ahead to the weekend, not a ton.
No.
rain snow mix, low end chances late in the day Saturday through Sunday. Now let's have some fun conversation, shall we?
Absolutely, I'm always up for that.
Let's talk about later next week. I think the early indications, and we've mentioned this a few times on these videos,
right.
February looks like it wants to be an active month around here.
Right.
I think we're getting the beginnings of that pattern starting to get sniffed out by the models. That could start toward the middle part of next week. Now, what that means for us, that does not necessarily mean we get a ton of snow and ice.
Sure.
But it doesn't mean we're not going to get a ton of snow and ice. We're going to be right along that battle zone here of cold air trying to come in, warm air still off to the south. Where we lie on that transition line remains to be seen. But the active storm track is going to be funneled right through us. So I do think it becomes busy. I think it's going to give us chances, opportunities, if nothing else, for some wintry weather, because there's no opportunities here in the course of the next 5 or so days.
No, I want to see a 24 to 48 hour stretch in February where Eric Snido has to do an all-nighter here at the broadcast.
I thought you were going to say 24 to 48 inches.
I would take that too. I would take that too. But I want to see where you're doing an all-nighter, doing hourly Facebook Lives.
Right.
You're doing a lot of this stuff at rochesterfirst.com because it's going to keep you tethered here to your telemetry, because it's bad.
And we've been waiting on it. It hasn't happened yet.
No, we've not gotten the big one at all. And I'm ready for it, and I'll be curious to see what February brings.
That is the question. Is this the beginnings of that starting to come to fruition? We shall see. We'll see all of you at 5 o'clock. Thanks for watching.
Take care.